Good day, good day, good day. Good day, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, and welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and it's wonderful to be with you all today. I'm an ordained interfaith minister, religious science practitioner, spiritual life coach, and I'm the spiritual director and senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living here in New York. So, welcome. And I am really, really excited about our continuation in this work space, right? So, September at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, our theme is work. And last week, our whole series in SIP was about work. So, I want to do a little check in to see if you have been doing your work. So, one of the things that I invited you all to do was to start to create your own passion statement. So, I want to check in to see how that's going with folks. Remember, we're looking at work in the context of the way of work, right? As the value, the love, the service, and the gifts. We're considering, we're cultivating it in that space. What value do you bring? What do you love? What service can you provide? And what are your unique gifts? And we spent Friday with our meditation with the moon on Friday, the harvest moon, the beautiful full moon, in a mini visioning on the same thing, on work. And so we're going to continue in that vein because Friday was the harvest moon. And I got really curious about that word. You'll know how I could be about words, right? So I got curious about the word harvest, right? And I started going down the rabbit hole with that. So let me just take a pause right here. And I just want to acknowledge Wayne. Thank you. I love Starshine. Stacy, it's wonderful to see you. Hey, Gladys, wonderful to see you. So I just want to acknowledge those of you who are putting in comments. There we go. So, yes, light workers unite, Wayne. Good day, mommy. Welcome back. It's good to see you. It's good to see you back here on SIP. So, what did I want to share? Oh, so harvest, Pamela. I was talking about getting curious about the word harvest. So, what do? I go look it up, and this is the definition. There were many definitions, but these are the ones that I want to use for our purposes. So, harvest, gathering of crops. Not a surprise, right? Gathering of crops. Also, reap, 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 right? And we all know that phrase, you sow what you reap, or you reap what you sow, right? You reap what you sow. The Bible talks a lot about reaping what you sow. And I got curious about that also in the context of what we're talking about with work, right? So if we're thinking about what we are harvesting, what are you harvesting, right? And I know in part, because I don't know all of what's going on in your lives, right? But I know the times that we are together, that one of the things that we are harvesting is our quality, right? We're harvesting the quality of love, of bliss, of abundance, of peace, of courage, of compassion, right? All the qualities, right? Wholeness, trust, faith. We're harvesting those qualities. And those qualities are a part of our way of work. Those qualities are a part of who we are being, right? our beingness in the world. So I'm inviting us to just step away for a moment when we think about work in the context of what we're doing, our profession, right? And to consider more so that is the way of our lives, it's the way we show up. It is the value we bring. It's those four elements, right? The value, the love, the service, the gifts. That's what we're harvesting. What are you harvesting? What are you harvesting in your life? Because whatever it is that you're harvesting, right, that is what's going to reap, right? That which you are sowing is that which will be reaped in your harvest. Yes? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I want to share something that as I said, I went down the rabbit hole and I came upon this website called Epiphany Institute, which I love that name, Epiphany Institute. And there was an article about harvesting. And I want to share with you, we're going to unpack this all week, I believe. But I want to share with you just a little bit about what they shared about harvest. Okay. So it's called 5 Steps to Reaping Your Professional Harvest. Okay. So I just want to share the first step, which is know what season you're in. Makes sense, right? Think about a farmer, right? If they didn't know what season was the right season to start to plant their seeds and do all the things that farmers do to get the soil ready, right? If they just did it whenever they felt like doing it, it would impact the quality of that which they are reaping. Think about us, right? If we're just doing things haphazardly whenever without any rhyme or reason, then we're going to start to reap that as our harvest. Yes? All right. I want to share this. So know what season you're in. There is a season for sowing and a season for reaping. It's important to know and respect the season you're in, or else you may be disappointed. Once your seeds are sown, it takes time for your crop to develop. You wouldn't plant watermelon seeds today and expect to eat it for breakfast tomorrow. Just the same, launching your website or finishing your degree won't necessarily mean a 6-figure payday next month. A number of things must take place before a crop is ready. The hard outer shell of the seed must be broken. Roots need to be developed, and the fragile new growth must be continuously nourished. Be grateful for the process that may force you to be broken, the time it takes to grow deep roots, and the effort necessary to cultivate continuous development. Does that feel like life to you? That sounds like life to me. That sounds like life to me, especially this part right here. The outer shell of the seed must be broken, must be continuously nourished. Be grateful for the process that may force you to be broken, the time it takes to grow deep roots, and the effort necessary to cultivate continuous development. So I want to just zoom in on continuously nourished. New growth must be continuously nourished, right? Continuous nourishment is a practice. It is a practice. My spiritual practice of inspirational reading, inspirational journaling, meditation, and prayer is my continuous nourishment of my mind, body, soul, spirit. Continuously, right? Not every now and then, right? So when we think about our work, are we continuously nourishing our work, our way of work? Are we continuously nourishing that which we value? Are we continuously nourishing that which we love? Are we continuously nourishing the service that we want to share? Are we continuously nourishing our gifts that we get to give? Or are you kind of like, come see, come sigh, kind of, sort of? What do you think the quality of those aspects of you will be? It impacts the quality. Yes? If you're not continuously nourishing yourself from within, it will be reflected in what is reaped. Guaranteed. We can see this from something very simple. Food, right? Food is a source of nourishment, right? However, not all food is nourishing, right? Because some food really isn't food. They're selling it as food, but it ain't really food, right? So if we're not really eating nourishing food, then it's going to impact what we reap in this physical form. I had shared with you all that I did the Restart program. We did a restart with Susie, who goes to the center, and she's an amazing teacher. And Restart is really about restarting this body temple by giving it nourishment, right? But first, you got to get out all the icky stuff. So, one of the things that we do in Restart is a detox, a elimination diet, right? And what is the main thing that we're eliminating is sugar, white sugar, gluten, bad oils, stuff like that, right? Stuff like that. That's not real food, right? But we eat it all the time. And so if I want to reap health, then I have to continuously nourish myself with healthy foods. And I felt the results of that. I reaped positive results when I was going through that process, right? And I kept it up. I incorporated some healthy things, right? And my body temple was feeling fabulous. Yes. Brown sugar too. It ain't good for you. No, 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 Gladys. Even brown sugar, right? Like coconut sugar you can do. And there's other things like dates are sweet. So anyway, before I go down the restart path, and I think we're going to do restart again. I'm talking to Susie about it, so I'll let you know. Let me get back on track. So I was in that, right? And once the restart class was over, I stuck with it. I was feeling good. I was energized. I was sleeping better. Like it impacted every area of my life, right? And then what happens? This is just my story. I have my August. So August was my hiatus month, right? And I was traveling all over the place and eating all kinds of deliciousness, right? But was it nourishing? No, not all of it was nourishing. Not all of it was nourishing. And so I started to harvest all the things that I was putting into my body. And what do you think I reaped out of that harvest? I put back on the weight that I had released during that restart period and thereafter. I slowed down on my exercising. My sleep pattern is still not so great, right? So the continuous nourishment part of a harvest is so imperative. It's how we treat ourselves, and it's how we are treating our work. What it is that we said yes to being and doing in this lifetime. Are you nourishing it? So that's the question. This week, we're going to explore harvest and the different aspects of harvest and how that gets operationalized as us. Because you'll know everything is one thing. Everything is one thing. So that's what we're going to do this week. We're still in the space of work, but we're unpacking it with harvest this week. So I invite you today, just for today, to pay extra attention to really observe yourself today and how you are nourishing yourself. Just for today. How are you nourishing yourself today? Yes? Okay. Imaja, good to see you. Yeah, girl, I got to keep it real. I got to keep it real. You know all that good food we had when we were in Unity Village for the Celebrating Our Soul conference. Oh, that food was good, right? And they had some healthy options too. But why was I having the fried chicken and the macaroni and cheese and that really, really sweet peach cobbler? Huh? All right. Yes. Confession is good for the soul. All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. So I shared at the top of the show today that we had our meditation with the moon on Friday. It was a wonderful time. We did a mini visioning session focused on our way of work to support us in creating our passion statement. So I really, 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 really hope y'all are creating a passion statement for yourself. And if you missed it, you can see the replay from Meditation with the Moon that was on Friday. So please check out the replay of that. Okay. Okay, Imaja. I am listening to you to start my day. I love that. So that's one, right? And you know that we're doing meditation with the moon, with the full moon now. So October will be our next meditation with the moon. I have to see when the full moon is in October. Sunday, I had some technical difficulties, it appears, with Living Life in Joy, and it didn't air. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'll just put that in the vault for now, and I'll air Sunday's episode on another day. But this Sunday, tune in for Living Life in Joy, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We have a wonderful guest. We're going to start back with new episodes with new guests, and I'm really excited to share people who are harvesting their work in a beautiful way. So stay tuned for that. And then right after at 11:30, we have Sunday in Praise at Rockland CSL, where I'm the spiritual director. And we are in our work theme for September. And this Sunday, we have a guest speaker, a wonderful reverend, and she is going to be talking about living your dream. Living your dream. I'm all about that life. So please tune in 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time at Rockland CSL. We are on Zoom. You can go to our website there, rocklandcsl.org. Sunday service, click on the Zoom link, or you could watch us on our live stream on Facebook. I want to give a shout out. So I mentioned her last week, the before, and now I want to shout out the after. Karen Carr. Karen Carr walked a marathon yesterday. So she did at least 26.2 miles yesterday. Her and a couple of other We Run Mount Vernon walkers. And so I am just so excited that Karen set this goal and she completed it yesterday. So shout out. Oh, Karen, you know what, girl? I got to give you some fireworks. I got to give you some fireworks. Yes, that's to you, Karen Carr. I'm really excited. I'm really, really, really so happy for you. So speaking of walkers, I just want to shout out, if you don't know, I shared last week that Sekou Wrights, the producer and my dear friend, my soul brother, is intending to walk the New York City Marathon this year in November. Hello, somebody. In November. So he is training, he is walking. Oh, there you are, Karen. Yeah, girl, you did it. You did the thing. Yes, that is a big old wow. Yes, yes. And so to add to that wow, Sekou also is planning on walking the marathon. We all know that his intention was to run it, but he's not able to do that. And so he's setting the intention now to walk it. So we continue to send love and light to Sekou as he continues to recover. And just know that you can always go to the Facebook page, Running for Sekou, and post what you're doing to keep moving and to post, just what's going on as far as exercise and things of that nature. So go check out Go Running for Sekou. Yes, you go, Sekou. That's Gladys shout out. Yes, yes, yes. And also please support the GoFundMe campaign that has been created for Sekou, because, there's expenses related to a major health crisis. So please support him any way that you can. Let's see. I think that is all of the joy news I have to share today. Yep. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful today. Remember, we are on alert for how we are nourishing ourselves today, right? Nourishing our mind, nourishing our soul, our spirit, our physical, our emotional, our mental, all the things, all the things. How are you nourishing yourself today? Just checking it out, right? Just checking it out, observing. No judgment, just observation. All right. I will see you all tomorrow as we continue our harvest series. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.